Good day, ma'am. I am Hanah Purgarillas from BSHMGA, and I am going to discuss about Chapter 12, Laws Related to Tourism Investments and Finance. So before that, here's our topic outline. Foreign Investment Act of 1991, Procedure for Registration, Effects of Failure to Comply with the Registration Requirements and Failure to Secure the Necessary SEC License, Investment in Transportation, Business and Public Utilities. Next is investment in hotels, resorts, and other accommodation establishments, investment in travel agencies and tour operators, application of the retail trade law for restaurants and shops. Next is tourism projects under the Build, Operate, and Transfer program, investment incentives and government undertakings under the BOT law, applicable negotiate instruments and documents of the title, other commercial documents, foreign exchange regulations, financing, credit cards, autonomous region in Muslim Mindanao, investment priorities plan, exemption from taxes and duties on imported spare parts, exemption from taxes and duties on imported spare parts, exemption from warfare dues and export tax duty, imposts and fees. Next is Special Economic Zone Act of 1995, Republic Act 7916, Joint Venture, Franchising, Time Sharing, Duty-Free Philippines, and lastly is the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise Law. So at the end of the topic, here's our learning objectives. To enumerate the procedure in setting up a tourism-oriented business is to explain the law governing tourism investment and financing tourism-oriented projects. Next is to discuss the business models applicable to tourism projects. And lastly is to discuss the limitation of foreign in tourism investment. So the Foreign Investment Act of 1991, or the FIA, is a key piece of legislation designed to govern the entry and regulation of foreign investment in the Philippines. Its core provisions aim to balance foreign participation in the economy while safeguarding Filipino ownership and control over strategic sectors. So the definitions of Philippine national, the law specifies the concept of a Philippine national to clarify who is eligible to participate in investment activities. This term includes Filipino citizens, corporations that are majority owned by Filipinos at least 60%, and foreign corporation wholly owned by Filipinos when registered in the Philippines. So, registration procedures. Foreign nationals or entities seeking to invest in the Philippines must undergo a registration process with appropriate authorities. So, corporation and partnership must meet the specific criteria outlined for registration. Next is single proprietorship must comply with similar regulation to ensure proper registration and eligibility. Next is the consequences for non-compliance. Failing to comply with registration requirements has serious consequences. First is administrative sanctions such as fines and forfeiture of benefits, Section 14 FIA. For foreign corporations, criminal penalties including fines or imprisonment. Corporation Code Art 144, ineligibility to file lawsuit in Philippine court, Section 133 Corporation Code. Foreign corporation may still be sued within Philippine courts. So investment restriction in public utilities as outlined in Article 12, Section 11 of the 1987 Constitution. The law restricts foreign ownership in public utilities to 40%. Only Filipino citizens or corporation where at least 60% of capital is Filipino-owned are eligible to operate public utilities. These franchises, certificates, or authorizations are not granted indefinitely and may be subject to alteration by Congress for the common good. Investment in travel agencies and tour operators. Foreign participation in the tourism sector is allowed but with restrictions. So, first is tour operator must be either Filipino citizens, partnership with at least 60% Filipino ownership, or corporation with at least 60% Filipino stock ownership. This restriction aims to encourage local entrepreneurship while welcoming foreign expertise in tourism. Tourism accommodation investment, hotels and resorts. The 2006 Investment Priorities Plan or the IPP has recognized tourism as a priority sector. Foreign investors are encouraged to establish tourism related projects like hotels and resorts in designated tourism economic zones. This policy seeks to boost the country's tourism industry by ensuring both local and foreign investors contribute to its growth. Retail trade laws for restaurants and shops. So the Retail Trade Liberalization Act of 2000 has opened up the retail sector to foreign investors, especially in businesses like restaurants and shops. However, there are specific capital requirements that foreign investor must meet, ensuring Filipino ownership and control in retail businesses even as they seek to contribute the growing consumer market. So BOT law and tourism projects. So the BOT or the Build Gate, Operate and Transfer or the BOT law, Republic Act number 6987 as amended, encourages private sector participation in infrastructure and development projects. The law provides investment incentives and government undertakings such as cost sharing, credit enhancements, and legal assistance aimed at fostering development in tourism and infrastructure sectors. This includes provisions for the employment of Filipino workers in construction and development phases. Next is the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or the ARMM. Investment policies. The ARMM list targets specified priority activities in the region that are eligible for investment incentives, providing special opportunities to businesses in this area. This encourages economic growth and stability in the autonomous region. So exemptions from taxes and duties. Registered enterprise enjoy specific incentives such as exemptions from customs duties and taxes on essential imports like spare parts, as well as wharfage dues and export-related fees. These tax exemptions aim to promote efficiency and reduce the cost of operations for foreign investors. Next is the Special Economic Zones, Republic Act 7916. These laws enables the establishments of special economic zones in the Philippines. The Philippine Economic Zone Authority or the PIZA manage these zones, and tourism development zones can be guaranteed these status. These zones provide investors and with tax incentives and a streamlined process for setting up businesses, making them attractive for foreign investment in tourism and related sectors. Next is ventures and franchising. The joint venture arrangement is a flexible business structure where two or more parties collaborate to achieve mutual goals, such as sharing profits and costs. The franchise law allows businesses to expand by granting franchises, providing dealers with the privilege to sell the franchisor's products or services in a designated territory, fostering business growth through shared resources and brand recognition. Next is the time sharing. Time sharing involves shared ownership of vacation properties, allowing several owners to use a property during specific period each year. This concept provides tourists and investors with a structured method to enjoy vacation properties while ensuring long-term profitability and shared maintenance costs. Next is the Duty-Free Philippines. The Duty-Free Philippines program enables the importation and sale of goods without the imposition of taxes and duties, primarily for foreign investors. It generates foreign exchange for the government while boosting the tourism industry. So next is the Barangay Micro Business Enterprise or the BMBE law. The BMBE law RA 9178 aims to support small businesses at the grassroots level by reducing bureaucratic barriers and providing incentive for micro enterprises. These businesses help foster local economic growth and reduce poverty by creating jobs and supporting the national economy. So the above regulations and incentives provide a comprehensive framework for attracting foreign investment into the Philippines, while the law creates opportunities for foreign investors to participate in various industries. It also ensures that key sectors such as public utilities, transportation, and retail remain under significant Filipino control. The system of incentive, registration requirements, and consequences for non-compliance ensures that both foreign and Filipino investors contribute to the country's sustainable economic growth. So I think that's all for chapter 12. Thank you.